Let's look at this quiz problem. Here we do know that f of x and g of x are all the same except possibly for x equals 2. And you also know the limit of g of x when x is approaching 2 is 5. Now this is important because that's what tells you that tells you that the values nearby x equals 2 for g is close to 5. So to help you visualize the problem, I'm gonna create a generic graph. So here I'm gonna graph a g, and so this is g. When x is approaching 2, it is 5. So I'm gonna label this point as 5. And then you also know f and g are the same except at this point. So therefore, the blue line is f. So they actually overlap, right? They actually overlap except this point when x is 2. When we're talking about limits, we only talk about the values nearby this point x equals 2. We don't really care whether the function is defined at 2 or not. This information guarantees that all the function values nearby 2, they are approaching 5. They're approaching 5 here. When x is approaching 2, they're approaching 5. So that's what we know. We have to rule out the first one because, again, speaking of limits, we don't really care whether it is defined at 2 or not. So it's possible that's 5, but it doesn't have to be 5. And then the second one, really, we have to pick this as the correct answer because except 2, f and g, they overlap, and g, the pattern is when x is approaching 2, the value of g is approaching 5. Therefore, same for f because they are the same except at 2. So this is it.